Back to global perspectives. When you think of Singapore, you probably picture the famous infinity pool at Marina Bay Sands, insane wealth, or maybe the crazy strict laws about chewing gum. But behind the glitz and the glamour is an absolute geopolitical masterpiece. This is the story of a tiny island with zero natural resources that engineered itself into a global superpower. To understand how they did it, just look at the map. Singapore is practically a dot located at the very southern tip of the Malay Peninsula. It is a true city-state, the entire country is literally just one city. Wedged right between Malaysia to the north and Indonesia to the south, it seems completely vulnerable. But its location is its greatest weapon. It sits precisely at the exit of the Strait of Malacca, meaning almost all shipping between Europe, the Middle East, and East Asia has to pass right by its front door. So, who lives on this tiny dot? About 6 million people, packed into an area smaller than New York City. It is incredibly dense and 100% urbanized, there is no countryside or farming village here. The population is a highly educated, hyper-efficient mix of ethnic Chinese, Malays, Indians, and a massive community of global expats. They operate in perfect harmony using 4 official languages, with English acting as the great unifier. Here is the craziest part about Singapore's massive economy: they have absolutely zero natural resources. None. No oil, no gold, no farming. So how are they so incredibly rich? They are the ultimate global middlemen. They import raw materials, make them better, and export them at a massive premium. For example, they import raw crude oil, refine it in massive, world-class facilities, and export high-grade petroleum. Add in their status as a global financial hub and a leader in high-tech semiconductor manufacturing, and you get one of the highest GDPs per capita on the planet. Because their survival depends entirely on global trade, their lifelines are legendary. The port of Singapore is consistently ranked as one of the busiest and most efficient transshipment ports in the entire world. Thousands of massive cargo ships dock here 24/7. And in the sky. Changi Airport isn't just an airport, it's a global aviation hub that regularly wins the title of the absolute best airport in the world. You might think a tiny, ultra-rich island surrounded by massive neighbors would be an easy target. Think again. Singapore's official military doctrine is literally called the poisonous shrimp strategy. The idea is simple: we are small, but if you try to swallow us, you will die. They have mandatory military service for all young men and spend billions heavily arming themselves with the most advanced military tech in the region, including American F-35 stealth fighters and advanced submarines. Politically, their government is famously stable, efficient, and strictly neutral, doing massive business with both the US and China without ever picking a side. Before we go, here are 2 mind-blowing hidden truths about Singapore. First, because they have no resources, they actually have to import their drinking water through pipes from Malaysia. Second, they literally import sand from other countries and dump it into the ocean to physically make their island bigger. Through this land reclamation, Singapore is actually 25% larger today than it was when it became independent in 1965. They literally built their own geography. Singapore is the ultimate proof that in geopolitics, brains and location can easily beat size and resources. Thanks for joining us on Global Perspectives. Hit that subscribe button, and let us know in the comments, which country should we break down next? See you in the next one.